Hello everyone, welcome to the Haunted House. My name is Ghost, and welcome back to another episode of History with a Ghost. Today we are talking about the thornycroft rifle, one of the first ever bullpups. I thought this would be a fun one to talk about, not only because it's the first bullpup, but it reminds me a lot of the M1 Garand for some reason. Like, I'm not crazy, right? I'm gonna put a photo of the M1 Garand and the Thornycroft next to each other, and you can tell me. But yeah, the Thornycroft was a bolt-action rifle made in 1901 by two people: industrialists James Baird Thornycroft and Marbury Gore Farquhar. Farquhar was the actual person to design and build the rifle. James has got the honor of having it named after him. Farquhar also made another rifle we're gonna cover in another video. Farquhar served in the military as a officer in his brother's mounted infantry unit. Farquhar seemed unsatisfied with the weapons mounted units had, so he went on to make the Thornycroft with mounted units in mind. The Thornycroft was chambered in 303 British, the main ammo for the British at the time. The Thornycroft had a total length of 39.5 inches, and the barrel of the Thornycroft was 29 inches. The muzzle velocity for the Thornycroft is not known. That info just seems to be lost to time. The rifle had a effective range of 600 yards or 900 meters. It had a unique magazine. The magazine was built into the buttstock of the rifle. It was loaded using stripper clips. It could hold a total of 5 rounds, which was way less than the SMLE, which could hold 10 rounds. The Thornycroft had a fire rate of 15 rounds per minute. The rifle also weighed around 35 kilograms or 7 pounds. Not long after making the Thornycroft rifle, they would enter it into an unofficial military trial at the School of Musketry in Hythe, Kent. One of the rifles it was going up against was the SMLE, which stands for Short Magazine Lee Enfield. The Enfield had been in a bunch of other trials by this point and was way more advanced than the Thornycroft. The commandant at Hythe said that the rifle was light and handled well. They were also impressed by the bullpup design, but other than that, they were not happy. Um, the rifle apparently had crazy recoil. It had a defective charger design. It would fail to eject constantly, as well as double feeds and misfires. It was also slower to load and fire than the Lee Enfield. They would go on to make 3 other versions of the rifle, improving parts of it, but it still had issues, and those versions weren't adopted either. In the end, James and Farquhar would call it quits and go their separate ways. Farquhar, of course, continued making weapons and eventually would hit gold, and we're gonna cover that in a different video. And yeah, that's about everything about the Thornycroft. Kind of a short video, but still a cool one. Definitely a fun one to me. It's cool to actually see the first ever bullpup. That's actually like really cool. But yeah, um, Farquhar was just an absolute genius. He had a brain like no other at the time, except for Moses Browning. But yeah. If you like this video, please give it a like and a follow, and I'll see you next time. Bye.